Welcome to PC Gamer Radio. I'm your host Lipstickpaddy, and today it's part one of our E3 2021 predictions. We're going to be doing videos all this week, so let's see what we have for today. Welcome to my E3 pre-coverage for 2021. I'm going to start at what this is looking really cool. Chernobylite. Ooh, thrilling adventure of survival, conspiracy, horror, love and obsession. Those flavors sound great. Now, what's looking very cool about this is it's an FPS. So let's have a look at this video. Ooh, yes. So survival horror RPG experience going around the what we call Ukraine now. It was Russia back then, wasn't it? Looks really cool.
I'm a man of science. I'm not counting on miracles.
I wonder if your player does have a voice in the game. That would be nice. Looks like you get your own place to build, your own base of operations.
I will be meticulous. I will be thorough.
Yeah, look, planning on areas you're going to.
I won't put my guard down.
Lots of people, it looks like, in your team. Rescuing people, a little bit of story. Looks good. It's looking good. Gather clues.
I will survive day after day. I will travel beyond space and time if need be.
Oh, what's this?
All I need is a plan for everything to change. All it takes is a blink of an eye. I'm coming for you, Tatiana. No matter what.
Okay, now this this has been in early access. This is the first I've heard of it, though. I've been doing research for this video, and they've had the entire storyline of the game has been rewritten, so anyone that was testing it out won't know what the storyline is going to be. Looks like a good mix of FPS though, and base building, team building, and we're going out there for getting scavenging for stuff in the survival mode that it is. And oh, it does sound really special, doesn't it? Chernobylite. Oh yes, let's see what else is on the preview list. Now, Batora Lost Haven looks like a Diablo-esque type of game. Yeah, but it's going to be a story-driven action RPG. It's actually looking pretty cool. Coming plus, it's coming on many formats, but it's coming to the PC. And we get to see a little bit of gameplay in this video. And yeah, so you get to see the action here. It actually looks fairly cool. Traps, going through like dungeon-esque, and so yeah, action combat looks like it's going to be an RPG. I'm going to go down the main website just to see if we get any further information, because this is just like a teaser trailer. That everything else is just the CG stuff, and of course I'll have the link for this down below so you can watch. You can come here yourself, but essentially the Earth has been destroyed and you're traveling around different planets. It says you're going to move around 4 different planets and you're going to try and save them so they don't get destroyed. Just talks about a few characters here, and you know, Avril the main character, but what else are we getting here? There's going to be a dualism, it says, so that's probably going to be doing melee and some kind of magic. Then you can, it does hint about character upgrades and things like here. So, but it says here you're going to be interactions with the factions and decide who you want to become while you reach your goal. Just says be careful of consequences, so potentially there's going to be factions against each other. Might add some replayability. And yeah, it's actually looking fairly cool. I'm going to keep my eye on this. Hopefully we'll get a better gameplay understanding, because when they show these games that it's a role-play game, I want to see the systems in place. I want to see like the level up and see kind of the choices that you get. That really brings me into getting hot on it. But from the outset, coming into E3, looking fairly cool. Calls itself retro sci-fi visuals. They certainly got a unique look. It looks like you've got lots of different areas, you know, different biomes that you're going to be traveling in as you go from the 4 planets. And it does say it's designed, inspired by retro sci-fi of the 1950s. So, Batora Lost Haven, you're on my radar. Hopefully going to see some longer gameplay and some more on your RPG stuff. So, yeah, looking very cool. Now, Behind the Frame. This is a really interesting game. It's so strange, but it's very quirky. Now, it calls it says combined escape rooms and narrative games, and you've got Behind the Frame, this game. Interactive storytelling and 360-degree panorama techniques. Now, it says exquisite hand-style art. It does look really good. Now, it's going to involve some kind of painting. It's still kind of strange, but yeah, collecting stuff, fixing and painting. And this website just teases some of the art. It looks absolutely fantastic. And this kitchen scene here, we've actually got a video of the gameplay that they just put on their Twitter page, which we'll go to in just a minute. But you can see the art style looking really cool. And it could make for a very interesting gameplay and that kind of stuff. So this is the tweet that they did. Absolutely fantastic. So let's open this up. No, so it's got like these little mini games in here. You're making breakfast in the nice art style. I like the quirky animations. Making some coffee. I don't know how many mini games this is going to have, and what the escape room I don't know what the escape room thing is about. It's mysterious, especially the painting bits experience. We're really seeing there a little bit of a party game thingy going on, but it does look very cool, doesn't it? Well, there's Silver Lining Studio. I'm guessing though. We should find out a bit more about this because it's a very kind of cool looking game, which has really kind of mysterious at the minute, and they're only drip feeding, so hopefully we'll see it somewhere at E3. But yeah, it's on my radar, so yeah, looking really cool. Now, Black Book. This is another interesting one. It's you're going to be playing a young witch, but you're actually a light-sided witch in this, because you're going to be killing demons. Now, it says it's an RPG with deck-building elements featuring a narrative by folklore of demon stories coming from Slavic folklore. So the art style's definitely interesting. We'll see like a video here in just a moment, but you get like it's got like a turn-based combat using your deck that you're doing. So this is a turn-based combat, and has this kind of open world feel, although it's not massive. You can see the kind of map here where you're walking around. You're going to be doing quests, and obviously there's going to be this turn-based combat, so it kind of looks like an interesting beast. And it has like this story mode, and you've got to like choose your own adventure doing stuff going around. It's got kind of like mixed things going on. Interesting art style, and some of the locations like this, you know, you're going on like a mini adventure as a witch and finding things to fight. But turn-based combat with the deck that you're building through the game sounds interesting as a role-playing game. Just deck building, getting stronger through your decks, possibly binning some of your cards because you get stronger ones. Really interesting to find out how the combat works and how the going around the world looks and all that good stuff. So yeah, really looking forward to getting more information about this. We have got a trailer here. Is it going to go bigger for me? It never does. I have to press YouTube. See the game world here though, it's looking really nice. The art style, almost cel shaded fully in its aspects. And I'm just trying to get to the gameplay moments here. Some nice moments though. I like the cel shaded look of it though. You got one here running through the field, going into places, finding stories, and yeah, it looks kind of like a spin on what a witch is, and I do like the fact that it's a deck builder in the role-playing story. So yeah, we don't really get much by that. It says it was coming 2020, but it's late. But we don't mind late. Better late and finished rather than early and broken. Death Trash. Now, I love post-apocalyptic big time. And this is a 16-bit art style post-apocalyptic Fallout on steroids. So we're talking Fallout 1. But yes. And it's going to be an action role-playing game. It does say it's going to, obviously, combat. Stealth is included here, which is interested in this style. Lots of dialogue, of course. It's going to be role-playing. Should have an inventory, yes. You're going to have attributes and skills, item crafting, psionic powers. Oh, it sounds good. Customize your own character through stats and making choices. Oh, it sounds really good. Campaign, lots of freedom side missions. Looks splendid. Loving this freakish horror art style they have in the world. And we have some gorgeous pictures here of the art. What the heck is that? So, really horrible stuff that's happening here in the wasteland. Really want to know more. Possibly a good playthrough video of what it's going to be like, but sounds fascinating, doesn't it? I like the whole theme. I love the art style, the choices that you're getting here, and I like these little indies that are coming out like this because it's potentially opening up a new IP, and this IP can go strength to strength. If it goes like from 16-bit up to a better isometric, and then finally into 3D if we get it like that. But yeah, definitely look like an interesting world. Death Trash. And hopefully we get some better gameplay, and I'm guessing it's going to just be like, you know, reading RPG. I don't think it's got that big where it's going to be doing voice acting or anything like that. It's super indie, but it'd be interesting to see where the story takes me on this post-apocalyptic game. And I particularly like the fact that you've got psionic powers, which I've not really seen in a post-apocalyptic game other than one of my favourite MMOs, Fallen Earth. Is it Fallen Earth? I think it is. Anyway, Death Trash. Definitely scratching my post-apocalyptic itch. Now, Devolver Digital last year blew me away with the game Carrion. I'll put a link up here of the review of that game that I did, but it was fantastic, really good. Now, this one is looking isometric RPG adventure. I like my RPGs, have you noticed? Now, the scene itself, you can see lots of boss battles you're going to be doing here. There's a trailer where it looks like you're going through a door, and the door is teleporting you into an area where you're fighting different bosses. But these areas here suggest that you might be these are like the bosses in the arena that you're going in, but these pictures suggest you'll be traveling to certain locations. And if you didn't know, you are, it looks like a pigeon. Yeah, you're like a, oh, is it a crow? No, you work for a crow, but I think you are a pigeon. Anyway, you're going to be melee weapons, you've got magic, and it says this dark mystery to unravel. Let's look at the video anyway, and you get to see. It's a rather cool kind of trailer. Is it a pigeon? I don't know. Anyway, you go into work in the madness of Digital Devolver. You get off the bus and you head into work. There's your mate. Security to get in. Going up to the boss for some work. Are you a pigeon? I don't know. Whatever you are, a combat bird. Right, so there's the mission. That's the boss you've got to take down. And here's the portal. And yeah, you're going to be going in and fighting all these bosses. I do like the fact that it's like a boss fighter. You'll kind of see this in a minute in the video. But I do like the hints that you can be walking around different areas and stuff like that. I'm hoping there is like good customization to all the kind of different attacks you can get, or to get different weapons and stuff. We're kind of just seeing here, there's like a fire attack. There's the sword attack that we're seeing. This is another spell, looks like some arcane magic. Here are kind of the bigger areas, but it's mainly boss focused and yeah, looking cool. Death's Door. Digital Devolver really are spinning out some wonderful indie titles, and this one's definitely on my radar. But yeah, you're going to have character stats and mastering abilities and upgrades that you obtain. So you're going to be finding stuff in the game that you can then level up. Sounds great. Death's Door. Ooh. Definitely interested in this. It's on my radar. Want to see a bit more of the RPG systems though. Hopefully we get a better video. That's it today, peeps. Pop back tomorrow for some more fantastic games that should be on your radar going into this E3 weekend. Otherwise, have a good time. Take care. Well, thanks for watching. And if you remember, you can please subscribe and like the video. And don't remember, you can also hit the bell for notices on the channel. Yeah, we've also got a Twitter you can see on our banner, so check that out too. So take care and bye-bye.